Just do their own thing now. They're 19 and 17. One's driving and they just want to go out all the time. So keep in touch with the game if I'm doing this. Yeah, you too. How's your dad? Oh, is he on holiday now?
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the KOTA.SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Gepps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life, and together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Goes top corner and is in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Foucault.
Oh my God! There's another one from Modbury Jet. It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Regency Park here in beautiful Adelaide for this men's RA NPL match between the host side Croydon FC and visiting Adelaide Comets. It's a lovely day here after some heavy rain last night. Beautiful sunny day here. I'm your host today, I'm David Grant. I'm your commentator for this men's RA NPL match between these two sides. And I'm flying solo. I have no friends with me today. Doing it all by myself. Just going to give you the starting 11 for both sides. We'll start with the home side, Croydon. Lining up as follows. Number 3, Nick Bailey. Number 5, the captain, Luke Klimek. Number 7, Maya Hisamoto. Number 8, Adam Martinello. Number 9, Santana Bartkowski. 10, Jaden Diamantis. 18, Jared Brazali. 19, Daniel Bradshaw Scott. 20, Thomas Greco. Number 31, Tumbuka Kalua. And number 14, Ned Stiles. Just one change from their 11 from last week. Ned Stiles coming in for Balmapur, who was red carded last week and is suspended for this match. Adelaide Comets line up as follows. Number 4, Nathan Dimu. Number 7, Aladdin Irabona. Number 8, Lachlan Steed. Number 9, Roberto Garrido. 10, Anthony Mavrolambados. 19, Stelios Sakarakis. 21, Nicholas Economopoulos. Number 66, Jaden Labasso. Number 6, Ryan Yates. 17, Athan Karkafiris. And 99, Luca Maghetto. Luca coming in for the usual custodian, Daniel Vaughan, who's missing this week, as well as Adam Lecornu from last week and Nathan Andijanto. 3 changes then for Comets starting 11 from this for this week, and just the one change for Croydon as mentioned before. Referee today is Daniel Faulkner. Assistant referees are Dion Turner and Ethan McCormick. And a massive game for both clubs. Croydon sitting 9th on 25 points. They can actually still mathematically make the top 6 and the final series. And a win today will be very important for them as they seek to avoid relegation. The bottom 2 sides in this RA men's NPL competition go down. And FK Beargrad, who sits 6th on the ladder, are on 28 points. So they're 3 points behind 6th spot. Below Croydon, Para Hills Knights are on 22, Adelaide Olympic on 21, South Adelaide on 11. As the 2 captains, Ryan Yates and Luke Klimek, shake hands. We'll get proceedings underway very soon. Comets are 4th on the ladder. They've got 32 points. Above them and looking up ahead, they have Campbelltown on 35, so 3 points ahead of them. Modbury Jets 38, Metro Stars 40 points. And below Comets, St Adelaide City on 29 points and FK Beargrad in 6 on 28 points. It's very tight there as all these teams aim to try and get top 6 spot and final series. All important, of course. Jaden Labasso, number 66, will get us underway. With the Comets winning the toss, they're playing in their usual blue and black on the left of your screen, shooting towards the goal on the right. Croydon in their resplendent red and white on the right of your screen, and they'll be shooting to the goal on the left. We're underway here at Regency Park, and Nathan Dumu launches the ball forward, aiming for Irabona, but collected by Klimek. Back to the goalkeeper, Kalu, who clears. Making their way down the left-hand side of the park now. It's Daniel Bradshaw-Scott for Croydon. The ball does go out for a goal kick. First one for Luca Maghetto to take. Plays it short to Demu. Irabona goes back to Steed. Steed clears. And it's a Croydon throw on the far side. Rosario goes long. And Croydon have a wee half chance there, but it's cleared in the end. Luke Klimek, I think, was the player who's an option in the middle. Good little opening opportunity for them there. Some testing early moments for the Comets defence, and they handle it well. Ball does go out for a corner on the far side, which Jaden Diamantis is making his way over there now to take. Diamantis with the corner, left foot in swinger, goes deep to the back post. Punched by Luca Maghetto, the goalkeeper, but he was fouled, and Comets take the free kick, although the ball, I think, was rolling. And referee Faulkner asks for the kick to be taken again. Goes short. Lachlan Steed, it's his birthday today, he's 22. A big Justin Bieber fan by all accounts, and see if we can reference a few Bieber songs later on for him in tribute to his 22nd birthday today. Here is challenging for the ball. Comets win it. Labasso has a swing, misses, gets the player, but the referee allows the play to flow. Gonzalez beaten by the ball. Irabona has it now. He faces Klimek. Irabona goes inside, finds Garrido, doesn't quite find Garrido, my apologies, and it's cleared by Adam Martinello. Throw-in's taken. Irabona goes to the middle. The target was Anthony Mavrolambados. Didn't quite get there, and Croydon clear the lines again. Throw-in on the far side now for Comets. Labasso picks the ball up despite the tension of three Croydon players, plays it back. Cross comes in It's a decent enough cross, but Brazzali deals with it. Sorry, Martinello deals with it. Brazzali also. The Comets still have possession. Here's Nathan Dimu. Ventures into his opponent's half. Jaden. Garrido tries to flick. Hisamoto. Passes a wee bit long. Nicholas Bailey eventually plays back to Adam Martinello, who finds Brazzali. Comes inside. Ned Stiles. Ball's played out to the far side. Bradshaw Scott tries to get hold of it. Croydon retain possession. Here's the number 8, Martinello. Goes short to Ned Stiles, who's a starter this week after being on the bench last week. And Comets concede a free kick. 2 or 3 yards outside the box, slightly to the left, as Labasso concedes the foul. Jaden Diamantis is over it for Croydon. Diamantis and Hisamoto over this. Hisamoto will hit it. It's a nice strike straight into the face of Dimu down, and he's gone down with a bit of a head knock. He copped that right to the front of the face. Sore one that. I felt it up here. A wee pause in play here. So yeah, Lachlan Steed, Adelaide Comets player, is 22 today. It's his birthday. Big Justin Bieber fan. He loves the song Baby. And That Should Be Mine. Cold Water. Where Are You Now, of course. Mega smash hit. Lachlan loves them all. Love Yourself. What Do You Mean? And I Don't Care. The duet with Ed Sheeran. So on behalf of the FSA media team, Lachlan, happy birthday. And after this, you will go home and listen to a few Justin Bieber albums and have a quiet night in. Steed did play last week. He did start the game last week, so he's over the last few weeks has become a bit of a regular in their starting 11 for Comets. But there are 3 changes to their lineup this week from last week. Daniel Vaughan, the goalkeeper, is not there. Adam Lecornu, not there. And Andy Janto, also not there. Coming in is Ryan Yates, who's wearing the captain's armband for Comets, as well as Ethan Karkafiris and Luca Maggetto. Maggetto taking the spot in the goal that Daniel Vaughan would normally be. Ten minutes gone, and Dimu's off the park just now to receive some attention. He'll come back on in a wee moment as Croydon work the ball up the right-hand side. Diamantis chips into the middle. He was looking for Klimek, didn't quite get there, and the ball goes out. It'll be a corner on the far side. And Nathan Dimu, the number 4, rejoins us after having received some attention for that blow to the face from the free kick earlier on. Corner comes in. It breaks loose, and having a little stab at it there was Adam Martinello after a bit of a fumble from Maggetto, the goalkeeper for Comets. And it'll be another corner. Another in-swinger, I think, with the left foot here. Clement was a short option, but he's jogged away now. The ball breaks there to the number 8, Adam Martinello again. Has a little glancing header, but it goes over the top, and Comets breathe again. 10 minutes gone, nothing each here in this men's RA NPL match between host side Croydon FC and visiting Adelaide Comets. Croydon come into this match having won 7, drawn 4 and lost 9 of their 20 league matches. 2 games to go, of course, before the league home and away season is over. Croydon have scored 35 and conceded 46. Comets have also played 20, of course. They've won 8, drawn 8 and lost 4. Sit a little higher up the table. They're in 4th spot just now. If results elsewhere go their way, they can go 3rd. Top 6 qualify for finals, of course, here in South Australia. And we're just 2 rounds away from that. This is round 20 of 22 league matches. It's all very exciting. Clement with the free kick. Didn't get much air into it, and it ends up with Ryan Yates with the captain's armband now. He surveys his options and tries to hit Garrido, but his pass is a bit short. Croydon come away with it. Here's Bradshaw Scott, plays in Hisamoto. Hisamoto tried to play Bradshaw Scott back in, but Comets come away with it. Croydon win it back again. Here's Brazzali at the back. Croydon just playing with 2 players at the back when they're in possession, 4 just in front of them. And Hisamoto, as a little chip comes into the top, it's just going over the top there from Jaden Diamantis. What a good opportunity there for Croydon to get the first goal. Of the 2, they've been marginally better. I think we're only 12 minutes in. We have had a stoppage for an injury to Dimu, which held play up for a couple of minutes. But Croydon settling the better of the 2, I think, in my humble opinion. Dimu plays it back to Magato. Back to Dimu as Comets look to play out. Here's Labasso. Zacharakis, little chip over the top. But Kalua, the Croydon goalkeeper, comes out and collects. And the danger passes. Brazzali's pass back a little bit short. Kalua had to be sure. And he clears well. Comets, the marginal favourites in this game coming into this tie. Not by much. They're looking good for a top 6 spot. You could argue that the win is more important to Croydon, although Comets will want to win anyway. They're not here for draws or losses, certainly. Croydon come away, a little chip over the top. One for Bartkowski to chase, but didn't quite get to it. And the ball's cleared. Here's Nicholas Bailey, chips in the middle, aims for Hisamoto. He doesn't quite get it. And Nicholas Economopoulos emerges with the ball for Comets. Mavrolambados forced down but wins the throw. Decent little crowd here. It's a nice pleasant Saturday afternoon. Dry. It's pretty wet yesterday, so I think the weather's probably brought a few extra people out. Here's Croydon coming down the left-hand side. It was Daniel Bradshaw Scott, didn't quite get his cross in. It was blocked. It's gone out for a corner. And some more pressure here from Croydon. settled well as we hit 15 minutes. Croydon corner comes in, right-footed, near post. And it's cleared with the head by Athan Karkafiris. Did well there because that was a tricky ball to deal with. The height it was coming in, the fact that it was swinging in, but he managed to clear the danger, albeit conceding another corner. Croydon take now, ball comes in, it's deeper this time, it's to the back post. And it pops up, and it's a side netting from Jared Brazali, who popped up there, had two little stabs at it. And Comets breathe again. This early kickoff is the first of 6 games in this round of the men's RA NPL. You wouldn't want to watch any other game just now, but a bit later on you might want to watch Adelaide United's youth playing FK Beograd at home. Para Hills play Campbelltown. Metro Stars will be playing Adelaide City a bit later on. And then the later game, the 6 o'clock game, Adelaide Olympic play South Adelaide Panthers. All to play for. Panthers, of course, down, but Adelaide Olympic, that's really a must-win for them. They sit second bottom, and it's really a must-win for them if they're to avoid relegation. Labasso now emerges with it. Solid tackle there by Ned Stiles, who's really put himself about early in this game. Comets played some nice football. Mavro Lambados finds Nicholas Economopoulos, and he spreads out to the far side. Too far for Aladin Arabona to get though, and the ball goes out for a throw for Croydon on the far side. 17 minutes gone, folks, in this RA NPL match here at Regency Park in Adelaide between Croydon FC and Adelaide Comets. It's 4th versus 9th in a 12-team ladder. Ball comes in, headed by Nathan Demu, who's got over his head knock, I think, from the free kick earlier on. Croydon still have it. Still going through this sustained pressure here. Ball to the far side. The target was Klimek, didn't quite get to him. Labasso has it, but he's robbed. Croydon build up on the right-hand side. Ball just goes out for a goal kick. These two did meet, of course, earlier on this season. This is the second leg of their home and away series, but that was a 0-0 draw. Quite unusual in this competition to have 0-0 or scoreless draws. We only had about 3 goalless draws by the time we got to about round 15, but that one was a goalless draw. Last year Croydon won the away game 3-0 and they drew 2-2 here. In the away game 3-0, Christian Esposito, Andre Carl and Patrick Karacha were the 3 scorers for Croydon. As they build up in the right hand side now. Ball's flicked through to the number 9, tries to get onto it, doesn't quite. That was Bartkowski, the number 9. Chips in the middle, Bartkowski is at the front post again. Doesn't get to him, and it's cleared by Lachlan Steed, the birthday boy. In the other game last year in 2023, the 2-2 game, Andre Carl and Vian Kurikwamana scored for Croydon. And Anthony Mavro Lambados and RB Mollis were the 2 scorers for Comets. Croydon looking to build again with the back 2. On the right hand side, Luke Klimek tries to play forward. Chip comes through again, but in that final third it breaks down for them. Ball's chipped up. Bradshaw Scott with the ball now for Croydon, makes his way down the left-hand side. Turns inside and out. Goes a little bit too far, and some solid defending there by Comets. Taylor Sakarakis up to the task, and the ball goes out for a corner. Swinger comes in with the right-hand side, goes to the very back post. Right-hand side. It was on the left-hand side, but it was a right-footed swinger. Mageto plays it short to Dimu. Croydon press up. 22 minutes gone here, still 0-0. Croydon looking certainly the more accomplished, I think, the more comfortable in the ball. Probably not enjoying a significant amount of possession over and above their opponents, but certainly look in control, I think, which belies their league positions. Croydon sitting down in 9th and Comets up in 4th at the start of this weekend. Actually, at the start of this weekend, Croydon were 8th. But Adelaide Croatia Raiders had a surprise win last night, 4-3 over Modbury Jets of all teams, which means that they've leapfrogged Croydon here. Croydon can go back above them with a win here today. So much to play for Croydon FC. The old Polonia. For those of you of a vintage able to remember that. Well, those days, as Irabona has a free kick for Comets in the far side. He'll kick this in towards the sun. He does. Swings in. Comets still have it. It's a turning shot by Dimu. And the defenders strike at goal, that one, as he puts it over the bar, over the netting, and into car park allotment 4. Jaden Labasso is the player down in the box there. Pulls himself to his feet now, but there's a wee bit of a chat with the referee, Daniel Faulkner. No major complaint though, but a new ball's called for. And it goes back to Kalua, the Croydon keeper, to take the kick. Throw in the far side for Comets, which will be taken by Athan Karkafiris. He aimed for Labasso. Labasso did well. The ball came in at an odd height for him. Here's Adam Martinello now, venturing 4th for Croydon. Plays it out wide to the side to Daniel Bradshaw Scott. He cuts inside, little chip into the middle. That's not a bad effort, and that is a fine save by Magato. And it'll do his confidence the world of good. That was heading in towards that far corner, I'm sure. And Magato with a fine save, just to palm it wide and concede the corner, but a great save. 25 minutes gone in this men's RA NPL match here between Croydon and Comets. Round 21 here, one round to go in the normal league season before finals begin, so it's all important here for a win for Croydon. That was what they'll be looking for as the ball's flicked into the middle. And a bit of a scramble, but it's eventually cleared. Martinello, I think, had another stab at it. He's had 3 or 4 of them. And a foul conceded there by Comets, just probably about 30 yards out on the right-hand side. Jane Diamantis, the Croydon player who was fouled, and picks himself up here, and he and Hisamoto are over the ball. Set up for a left footer, but it's the right foot of Diamantis that takes the strike, and to be honest, blazes it over the bar by some way. Comets decide to go along rather than playing out from the back. Mavro Lombardos, the number 10, tried to pick it up, doesn't quite get it. Lachlan Steed plays back to his goalkeeper. He clears. Target is Garrido. Doesn't quite get there. Zali was the better there. And it ends up all the way back with the goalkeeper, Kalua. And he goes long. Labasso into Ryan Yates. Fancy little feet work. Yates again, tries to chip forward, finds Labasso, takes it well despite the sun. Nicholas Bailey, the Croydon player, eventually clears, and he clears off Labasso, so he wins the throw. Throw-in's taken. Goes long, but really just straight to a Comets player. Steli Sakarakis. Here's Mavro Lombardos. Little chip over the top. Garrido gets to it. Doesn't quite get enough on the ball. Croydon intercept. Hisamoto now. Goes back to the captain, Luke Klimek. He goes long. It's a chip over the top. One for Bartkowski to chase, but it's just a bit too long, and it's collected by Magato in the Comets goal, and he rolls it out to Dimu. Here come Comets, looking to build again. Both sides a little bit guilty of giving the ball away cheaply, I'd say. Thomas Greco there, plays it out wide. And again, it breaks down in that final third for Croydon after some decent enough build-up. Pass back to Magato, a little bit short. Magato's cleared that a long way. And it's just as well they have a high fence there, because that main road heading north is a busy one. I wouldn't like to run out there to try and retrieve a ball. Throw in for Croydon on the far side. If you just joined us, it's the men's RA NPL match here. We're just about half an hour into this first half. 0-0 just now. Croydon marginally the better, I'd say, through this first period. Bailey now goes wide to Bradshaw Scott. Back to Nick Bailey. He plays to Martinello. Martinello decides to go long, chip over. It's a bit ambitious and easily collected by the Comets custodian, Magato. Garrido, well played by the attacker. Felt the contact, went to ground, won the free kick. Garrido is Comets' top scorer this year. He's on 10 goals. Just behind him, 2 goals further down on 8 goals is Jaden Labasso, and Irabona's on 6. Although from memory, 3 of them came in one game. He got a hat-trick against, I think, South Adelaide. So he's the third. Irabona's the third top scorer for Comets, but half his goals came in one game. Little chip over, nice 1-2. Heading into the penalty box is Garrido, looking for the penalty really, and a little bit of afters between Martinello and Garrido. Martinello felt Garrido made the most of it. Good refereeing there by Daniel Faulkner. I think he felt, as I did, that maybe Garrido was looking for that. Easy decision to make, no penalty, and we play on. Irabona thinks it's a corner. But unfortunately for Irabona, he's the only one who thinks it's a corner. Including all of his teammates. Well, you shouldn't go anywhere else, folks, but I'll keep you updated with scores. Adelaide United have just kicked off against FK Beograd. It's 0-0 there, and that's a rash challenge by Ryan Yates from behind. That's a bad one, actually. On Ned Stiles. Painful one. And a booking for Ryan Yates, the first of the game, 32 minutes gone. Receive some attention from the physio, a magic sponge. Croydon's recent form coming into this, they lost last week, won the week before that, 2 losses before that, and a win before that. So they've had 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5. Their loss last week was a 4-0 drubbing by Adelaide City. They'll be seeking to bounce back from that. And coming into this, Comets' form isn't really much better. They've had 1 win in their last 5, but they've had 3 draws as well as a loss. So draw specialists. Ned Stiles is back up on his feet after that seemingly painful challenge from behind by Ryan Yates, who's received a booking for it, and we're going to get back underway. It's Martinello with the free kick. Goes short to Greco. Greco back to Martinello. Labasso hassles him. Mavrolambados looking to get a foot in. Croydon come away with it. Here's Nick Bailey, the number 3. Goes to Bradshaw Scott, number 14. Makes his way down to the corner. He'll look to try and cross this in. Does the step over, chips in with his left. It's very deep to the back post. Jaden Diamantis is there and he's picked it up. Goes back to Greco. Diamantis again. Skips away. Gets his cross in. It's a nice one, but it's straight to the head of Nathan Dimu, who clears. And actually holds his head after his clearance there, so maybe still experiencing a little bit of pain from his head knock earlier on. After about 10 minutes, he was down after a knock to the head from a free kick. Croydon look to build up again. But that's some solid defending down there in that corner by Stelios Sakarakis. He's had a good first half. They're also underway at Para Hills, where Para Hills are hosting Campbelltown City. Really a must-win for Para Hills. Campbelltown City will be needing the win as well, of course. But maybe not with quite the same urgency. They are sitting handsomely up in 3rd spot in the ladder and look good for a top 6 finals spot. Bartkowski. Ryan Yates gets the better of him. Feeds Garrido. Garrido finds Irabona. Irabona goes inside. He's got 2 Croydon players to beat. And he gets past them. Anthony Mavrolambados now. Switches the play again. Comets looking good for the first time in a wee while. Chips into the box. Irabona now takes it down nicely. He's got Klimek on his shoulder. And it breaks to Nicholas Economopoulos, who looked like he tried to place his shot to a corner, but succeeded only in clearing the bar. 35 minutes gone, 0-0 here between Croydon and Comets in the men's RA NPL match in beautiful Adelaide, South Australia. What a stunning place to live. Dimu clears for Comets. Magato with a free kick. Goes long. Croydon win it. Clement with the head. Mavrolambados uses the body well. And Comets come away with it. Except they don't. Or do they? They do. Lobasso. Goes out wide, but it goes out. And it'll be a throw in for Croydon on the far side, which Clement will take. Dimu clears. Despite the tension of Diamantis. We have a goal in State League 1. Sturt Lions have gone 1-0 up against Western Strikers in State League 1, a home game at Carina. That's the only goal so far in other games. I'll keep you posted as goals come in. Can't imagine why you would want to be watching and listening to anybody else this afternoon. It's David Grant here, your lead commentator for, well, your only commentator for this men's RA NPL match between host side Croydon FC and visiting Adelaide Comets. We've played 38 minutes. It's still 0-0 here, but Croydon have looked the better of the two marginally. Comets have had their moments, but neither side have really tested their opposing goalkeepers yet. Magato in the Comets goals had a couple of things to do, but Comets up front really have been a little bit profligate in front of goal. Lots of shots over the bar, lots of shots into the car park. And Kalua, the goalkeeper for Croydon, really hasn't had as much to do as his counterpart at the other end. As Zarabonis cross comes in, it's just way too deep though, but it will be collected at the far side by Mavrolambados. Cross comes back in again, but it's intercepted by Thomas Greco. And Croydon come away with it. Greco on the ball now. Weighs up his options, decides to go a little bit short to Diamantis. And Athan Karkafiris wins the throw for Comets. Lachlan Steed plays along the back to Dimu. Dimu has it again. Back to Steed. Yates, little chip over the top, looking for Garrido. Rosalie will get there first. And he opts for safety, clearing with his head. Lavasso collides with Ryan Yates. Comets still have the ball, they still emerge with it. Hisamoto has a little bit of a nibble there at Nicholas Economopoulos, but Comets retain possession. Steed Tries to play along the ground. It's intercepted by Greco. He feeds Hisamoto. And Barkowski would have got it had he not slipped. Comets win the ball through default rather than effort, though. Here's Erebona. He's moved over to the right-hand side. He's spent most of this first half on the left. Drifts back in. Comets do have width in midfield, but they don't really have it up front. Quite tight up front, but they have got. They are using the width through the midfield as they win the free kick. Ryan Yates with the captain's armband on will take this. Except Anthony Mavrolambados has taken it from him, and he'll take it. Nathan Demu, you'd think, would be an obvious target here. He towers above most of his opponents as the cross comes in from the free kicks at the penalty spot. It is Demu it goes to, but it dips a bit low and there's a clash of heads. And that's Demu's second knock to the head today. And Daniel Bradshaw Scott is the Croydon player who's down as well. Kalua now with the kick. Steed rises and heads well. Ball flicks up off the hand of Anthony Mavrolambados, and it's a free kick for Croydon. Greco has it. Opts to go to Martinello. And he goes to Brazzali. And then they use Klimek. Comets press up a little bit. Test them at the back. Kalua. Safe move that. Just booting it long. Not always pretty, but certainly safe. But Croydon are actually caught offside. Yates and Lachlan Steed closed down quickly by Jaden Diamantis. And it'll be a Comets throw in the far side. Garrido, little back flick. Labasso looks up, has a little crack. It's a fine shot, but it has hit the back window of a car in the car park and actually broken the glass there. So I'm not sure where the liability lies with that. They might need to call in the legal folk to address that. Yikes. I'm glad I parked a little bit further back, but I've seen some of Comets shooting, so I knew that I'd be okay if I parked a distance away from the goal. That's unfortunate. Bartkowski. Ball's chipped over. It's Diamantis who's chasing it, but Lachlan Steed, the birthday boy, clears. Gets to Irabona. He tries to turn, doesn't quite manage it. Labasso's going to get this here. Oh, Irabona was on the overlap, but didn't quite get to him. Ryan Yates has collected it. Hisamoto pays some attention to him. He goes to Steed. Here come Comets on the left-hand side. Klimek back to his goalkeeper. Kalua, and he clears. Hisamoto misses his header altogether. But Barkowski chases, and it goes out. It's a Croydon throw. And Comets over the last 10 minutes have had a good, decent period of possession and just haven't capitalised on it. Just haven't got those shots on target, and that's been the difference here. Got to get them on target if you're going to score them, and they haven't managed that. Here come Croydon. Will they punish them? Bartkowski plays back. Making his way into the box, it's Klimek. Doesn't quite get to it, and again in that final third it breaks down for Croydon. Steed back to his goalkeeper. Magato, he clears. He's had a good first half, Magato, including a fine save. It 15 minutes ago, which was destined for that top corner. For me, he's been the busier of the two goalkeepers. Croydon again, looking to switch the play. Bradshaw Scott. His control lets him down a little bit, and it goes out, and it'll be a Comets throw, just in front of the spectators there. Labasso, it's just over his head. Martinello wins it, come back again. Martinello looks to try and win it again, but he doesn't. It's Labasso now for Comets. He's crowded out there by Croydon players. Bradshaw Scott goes long and into space, and nobody there really. Ryan Yates now, the number 6. 45 minutes have gone of this first half. It is 0-0. Been an entertaining enough game, but both sides been a little bit wasteful in front of goal. Comets especially so, really. They haven't really got much on target. Plenty of shots on goal, but nothing much on target. Croydon have had a few shots on target, and that's been the difference between the two in terms of their attacking prowess. Croydon might be a little bit disappointed as they go into the break without having anything to show in terms of the scoreboard. Konomopoulos now goes back. Long ball. Sakarakis now, he'll get the ball at his feet. He faces Bailey. Bailey's defending is solid and sound. And they win the throw-in, Croydon, in that corner. Bailey with the throw now. Goes short. Ned Styles plays it back to him, and eventually Croydon try to come away with it, but Comets have got a very high press here. Ned Styles comes away. Hisamoto now. A lot of pushing and shoving and shirt grabbing, and it's an easy decision for Daniel Faulkner to make. It's a free kick to Croydon. Nicholas Bailey will take it. Ball is rolling, but they play on. Brazali goes to the far side to Luke Klimek. Diamantis, little chip forward. Bartkowski's on the ball, the number 9. Makes his way to the penalty box. Dimu gets there first. Clears it. And it's a corner. Dimu was claiming some foul play there, but it's waved away. Looks like Ned Styles is the player who's gone over to the far side to take the corner kick with his left foot, so swing it in. Must only be a minute or so to go now. We did have a bit of a stoppage for an injury earlier on, but this corner comes in. It's near post. Klimek tries to flick it on, and that's a cracker! What a goal! What a beauty! Oh, fantastic stuff. And it's been knocked in by Adam Martinello, who must have learned all of his football tricks and so on from my DVDs. That is a beauty. What a finish. An overhead kick. Oh, the stuff of dreams, folks. And Croydon Kings have scored right on half-time. It's 1-0 here. Croydon 1, Adelaide Comets 0. Oh, magic stuff. We also have just had a goal at Adelaide United and FK Beograd. Adelaide United have gone into a 1-0 lead there in 20 minutes. First 2 goals of this afternoon's matches here in the RA NPL, and what a time to concede for Comets. And you can see the heads are down about that. What a time to score for Martinelli to score an overhead kick like that. Absolute beauty. And a great time to score to take yourself into a 1-0 lead right on half-time. It's been a half, I think, that Croydon have probably been just a little bit better than their opponents, certainly in front of goal. They've had more shots on target. Comets have had their opportunities, but have really been quite wasteful in front of goal. Profligate putting shots over the bar and wide and into the car park and so on. So I think George Sonis, the coach for Comets, will have to have a few words with these charges if they want to turn things around a bit in the second half. I'm going to go away and have a little cup of tea with my friend, the cameraman, Rodney. We'll be back in about 15 minutes, folks. Don't go anywhere. This is the RA NPL match here at Regency Park. It's half-time, and Croydon are 1-0 up against Adelaide Comets. See you soon, folks.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the KOTA.SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Welcome all to the Summit Sports and Recreation Centre for round 2 all to Campbelltown. They lost 2-0 at home to Modbury last weekend, so that put a little stutter in their course for the last couple of games of this season. But a big game like this away from home.
And they'll go up to 6. They'll leapfrog Beograd and Croydon, who have both got 25 points.
We're underway here. That's Jovanovic and Ayubi leading the line for Adelaide United. Of course, we've got a couple of other ins this week. Johnny Yule tackling with the eye now. And it'll be Stanisic to come away with it. Another poor giveaway that time to Gutierrez. What a great save from Ethan Cox there.
Fantastic save, but what a strike from Gutierrez as well. The ball just broke to him. Just
in that wing, and they're still battling it out. And still stays in as well. Crawford might get a second opportunity. He's gone past him. Finds Jovanovic into the box. Left-footed strike. Luka Jovanovic. 7 goals for the season now. And that's why he's the leading marksman for our Adelaide United.
That was a great strike to the far post, wasn't it? Curled in with a great angle of it, didn't we? Curled it into this to that far post and beyond the reach of Oxenham, and that is a hell of a reach that he's got too. So to beat him there, fantastic shot.
They always go short from corners, so now it's Yule, edge of the box. We've seen him crack it from here. Oh. It looks like it might have got a deflection out for another corner, but he was looking for another screamer there, Johnny Yule. Here's Crawford with an excellent ball to Garuccio. He's found his way in behind. A rock's almost there. Oh. Just past the post from Garuccio, though.
little stab with the left foot. It was a toe poke, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that got away from him there, and obviously he's just had a little bit of extra speed to get on the end of it, and both teams have been playing to the conditions quite well. Now it's Leai, edge of the box, his first strike and goal. Left-footed strike that Cox has claimed, who's near. Goes far post for Dorber now. Great save though from Cox. He stayed on side as well. I'm sure the Adelaide United backline were wondering how he got away from them all. And top scorer at this venue for visiting teams in the NPL at least. But he's obviously scored here on two occasions. And these days, Garucho's now crowded out by Adelaide City numbers. But he's done enough pressure to win it again. It's Luka Jovanovic going one way then the other. Enough time to shoot. He hasn't. And the referee's pointed to the penalty spot.
I don't think that. I'm surprised at that. Look, all respect to the ref. He's made the decision. He's not going to change his mind. But
almost a save there from Dakota Oshanan, but it's found its way into the top left corner. It's 2-0, and that's 2 for Luka.
Yeah, Oxenham a bit upset with himself. He did get a hand to it. Good goalkeeping, and he's a big guy. He'd be hard to beat from anywhere, I think. But Oxenham a bit unlucky. Got a hand to it, not quite enough to push it out to the side. And
for Adelaide United now, he's got Garucho coming with the overlap. He's going to float it into the near post, far post. It goes to Yaya Dakuli with a tap in on his left foot. And as we just mentioned, Luka Jovanovic loves this venue. No one loves him more than Yaya Dakuli. 3 goals in 3 years, David.
Wow. Oh, what a celebration. Look, I think that might just be it for Adelaide City. I think they've really struggled to try and be clinical up front, and now they find themselves 3-0 down. And
Booker now sets to deliver in a dangerous spot. What a save from Ethan Cox. As well on the broadcast as well, they did mention. Oh, sorry, there's Luka Jovanovic has nipped that one in. Looking to find somebody, or he's going to go for a hat-trick. He might. Luka Jovanovic! There it is, 3 for the man, 3 for the number 9, and that's back-to-back hat-tricks for Luka Jovanovic.
Fine finish, and Adelaide City backed off again. I mean, this is what they were doing, this is what I was talking about before. They sort of backed off and they let him come through, and I thought he was going to play it across the face of goal, and maybe City did as well, but in the end he's had a shot that's beaten Oxenham from a fairly tight angle, but yeah, they just backed off and gave him the freedom of
Barker. It's not too rural compared to a couple of other games that play in rural venues, but it's only about 25-30 minutes from the city, and anything east side as well. So another big game here at Mount Barker. Adelaide United that finished 4-0 win over Adelaide City, with the highlight being, I'm sure you can't take the man of the match away now from Luka Jovanovic.
The Matildas are on fire, but the Socceroos have the breakthrough.
Welcome to Kilburn Sportsplex. For Football SA's broadcast, they're led out by tonight's referee, Mark Padros, and the assistant referees are Noah Dempsey and Mark Dempsey. Both teams are in their just waiting on the whistle, and there it is, and we are away. Early touches for the back line, and maybe get an early shot away, a chance for City. West Adelaide trying to clear. It's come out to Atkins. Just wide. Good start for City. Is this a chance for Burns to get onto the ball? Abby Burns. It comes into the shot. She can take a shot. Burns, excellent save. It comes to Blackett. It's a goal. It's a goal for Nicole Blackett. And who better to score the opening goal in the WNPL at Kilburn? In the minds of all of West players. But they're under pressure now from Dorber. Dorber might equalise. She's done really, really well. That's a tremendous goal by Chelsea Dorber. Pete is ahead of her. Gray wants to get it into Guajardo. It's a good ball. Pete! It's just wide. McCauley wants to get it up onto the attacking left. And that's where Guajardo is, who's swapped with Seaton. Guajardo! It's coming out to Burnett. And Gray tries the shot. No problem there for Leon. Johns is overlapping. Macri decides to go forward and get it to Burnett. Burnett! Good save, Lucas. Good move by West, though. But Noto, her ball's only found Guajardo here. Guajardo will go the shot. Noto, oh, she had to dive in the end. Now Pete and McFarlane are there. Takes on Burnett. It's a good ball through. Dorber goes the shot. Saved by Noto. Here's Hodgson for West. Gets a good cross in. And it might come out to Mitchell. But it's blasted wide. It's back with Hodgson. Mitchell gets it inboard. That's a nice ball. Blackett. Nicole Blackett. Oh, yes. It's a classic Blackett goal. And she gets her second. And West are back in front. Macri's onside here. And Mullen is bursting in the middle. It's the first time ball. Mullen! Great move, West. Abby back inboard. But, oh, it's come through to Pete. The flag stays down. Nora Pete! Straight to Noto. Johns. That ball. Blackett is there. Nicole Blackett. Is this the hat trick? Blackett! Saved. Costanzo puts it back inboard. Away by Gilchrist. But now it's with DeCola, who's onside. DeCola, that's a really good cross. Macri. Pitched away by Lucas. But still the ball's still pinballing in the area. And now it's a shot from Mullen! Mallory Mullen makes it 3-1. DeCola tries to get it inboard. Burnett. That's a good touch. Mullen! Saved. It's going to be another West corner. And City on the march again. There's the ball for Hodgson. Hodgson is onside. Emily Hodgson. Will she go the shot? She squares it. It must be a goal. And it is. And that's another really good ball from Johns to Blackett. Blackett, Macri sprinting in, so's Mullen. Still Blackett. Gets the cross. No, she goes for goal and gets her hat-trick. Nicole Blackett makes it 5-1. Guajardo looking for a late consolation. Guajardo goes the shot. It's a great shot. It's a great goal by Valeria Guajardo. Remaining. McCauley with the clearance. And that is the final whistle. A fantastic win for West Adelaide here at Kilburn. A great way to mark this historic occasion for the home side.
As here come our two sides. The bar has been set. It's a great run from Kyra Cooney-Cross.
Turn under pressure.
Here come the Socceroos again. Goodwin on the right foot, and the Socceroos have the breakthrough. What a goal! The Matildas are running amok. Opens up for the shot.
Sinclair up the double. There's the gun folks. Australia head over heels about this superstar.
Hello folks, welcome back here to Regency Park in Adelaide for this men's RA NPL match between host side Croydon FC now, and Adelaide Comets. An intriguing first half, which saw Croydon score with about a minute to go, the last kick of the game really, and last kick of the first half should I say, an overhead kick by Arden Martinello, a fine goal to ensure that Croydon went into the break with a 1-0 lead. Through that first half, Croydon really I think we're probably just marginally better than their opponents in terms of that final third and shots on goal and so on. They did get their shots on target. Comets had their chances, but didn't really get much on target, to be honest. And Croydon's 1-0 lead is probably a fair reflection of play through that first 45. We're back underway. I'm your host, David Grant. As referee Daniel Faulkner gets us underway for the second half. Diamantis now in this near side has Hisamoto, tries to make it, doesn't quite get to him. Steed gets a foot in. And the ball goes out for a throw in for Croydon on this near side. No changes for either side at the break. Klimek with a throw. Goes to Diamantis. Styles. Is it a good first half? Ned Styles comes into this team as a replacement ultimately for Balmapore, who received a red card last week and is suspended for this week. He's the only change to the starting 11 for Croydon from their game last week. And here's Arabona now. Back to Arabona. Arabona makes his way into the penalty box. Left foot along the ground. And Labasso has pulled a goal back. He's pulled a goal back for Comets. It's 1-1. Nice turning shot to that far post. And Kallur in the Croydon goal was beaten by that. And what a start for Comets to the second half. 1-1, scores a level. All to play for. Fine turn and finish to level the scores here. From Jaden Labasso. Takes him up to 9 goals for the season. Just one behind the club's top scorer, Garrido, who's on 10. But a nice turn and finish. Klimek with the throw. Styles is unmarked. Wins the free kick. Part of me thinks he was maybe looking for it a little bit, but he's won the free kick anyway, and it's a decent enough spot here for Croydon, who look a little bit stunned after that early goal by Comets. Styles poised over the ball with Diamantis as well. It's a 4-man wall that Comets have set up. Styles, left foot, goes low. But it's really taken quite comfortably by Ghetto in the Comets goal. Klimek now for Croydon. Plays along the ground, he's looking for Bartkowski, but Aladdin Arabona read it beautifully. Garrido has it, he goes wide. Chip comes into the middle, it's penalty box area, but Brazali heads away. Yates looks to flick it out towards Garrido. It comes off a Croydon foot and it goes out, and it'll be a corner kick for Comets. Jaden Labasso did get 2 goals last week in their 4-2 win over Adelaide Uni. So 3 goals in 2 games for him now. Not a bad return. Irabona with the corner. Goes near post, it's flicked onto the back. Dimu's the player who's got it there. The defender plays it back. Tries to chip it in. Can't quite get his body around it. Mistimes the header, and Croydon come away with it. That's actually a very good tackle by Dimu to redeem himself. Although he's giving it away to Brazzali now for Croydon. He goes short to Diamantis. And he finds space in Luke Klimek at right back. Greco now. Styles. The move breaks down though, and Comets come away with it. Ball has gone out though, and it'll come back for a throw in. A few goals in State League 1. Cumberland have gone 1-0 up against Adelaide Victory. Sturt Lions are still 1-0 up at half time against Western Strikers. Playford and Salisbury United are 1 apiece at Playford. Ball shredded through. Bartkowski gets to it first. Skips over the challenge of the goalkeeper. He's got Diamantis in the middle. Will he use him? No, he'll have a go himself. And Magetto, the goalkeeper, gets back to stop. And one wonders if the ball had been played in the middle, if Croydon might have got something out of that. Wasn't to be. It's gone out. It'll be a goal. It's a corner kick in the far side. Corner comes in, left foot of Styles. Oh, it fell right to Martinelli. He didn't have time to adjust his body. I don't think he felt it was going to come to him and was maybe a bit surprised. Croydon still have the ball. Greco goes wide. Martinelli, the goal scorer in 45 minutes. Right on half time, he got that goal to put them 1-0 up. But Comets have pulled one back in the 46th minute, so either side of the break. Little touch inside. Klimek, fine shot to the far post. That is a cracking finish. And Luke Klimek has put Croydon into a 2-1 lead. And he heads over to the corner for a celebration with his teammates. Fine finish, beautiful finish to the far post, and Comets goalkeeper couldn't do much about it. Too finely placed to that far post, and we've played 53 minutes now, and Croydon have taken their lead back. They are 2-1 up against Adelaide Comets here. Back underway. Comets get going again. Steed. Karkafiris finds Labasso. Pass breaks down to Irabona and they'll have to reset. Croydon have the throw, which the skipper Luke Klimek will take. Jaden Diamantis goes inside to Thomas Greco. Jared Brazzali now. He'll look maybe to chip it over through ball. Was aimed for Bartkowski. Doesn't quite get to it. Lachlan Steed reads it well. And he's fouled by Bartkowski. Comets have the kick at left back. Chip forward for Garrido to chase. He won't get there first. Kalua's got it. Ryan Yates now. Lachlan Steed. It's his birthday today. He's 22. Big Justin Bieber fan according to his teammates. He's played it out wide to Irabona. Irabona makes his way into the penalty box. Tries to get his cross in with his left, but it's blocked by Klimek. And Comets have the corner. Erabona with the corner with the right. Goes into the penalty spot. No challenges in the head there. Nobody really got off the ground, and Comets still have the ball. Steed finds Yates. He goes wide to Erabona. Diamantis gets a toe in and wins the throw. No, Comets have the throw, sorry. No, Croydon have the throw. Linesman had originally given it to Comets. Referee has overruled him. And it's a Croydon throw, which Luke Klimek will take. Martinello with an unorthodox clearance from the back there. Bailey finds Greco. Back to Bailey. With his left foot hits Barkowski. Barkowski turns, doesn't quite come away with the ball though. The Comets have it. Yates, left foot, nice ball to the far post. Far line. Doesn't get its intended target, who was Anthony Mavrolambados. Croydon have it. Here's Bartkowski. It ends back with Nicholas Bailey. Adam Martinello scored a wonder goal in 45 minutes to put Croydon into a 1-0 lead just before half-time. We've had 2 goals since then. And Croydon have a 2-1 lead. And here come Croydon again. Jane Labasso now on the left-hand side. Feeds Irabona. Doesn't quite get his cross in. Croydon have dealt well with Irabona today. They've kept him fairly quiet by his standards. He's a real threat when he switches wings. Good in the air too, but Croydon have done well to keep him quiet so far. There's another goal at Adelaide United and FK Beograd. Adelaide United have scored again. They're in a 2-0 lead now against FK Beograd. It's almost half-time between Parahills Knights and Campbelltown City, and it's 0-0 there. And indeed it is now half-time at Adelaide United and FK Beograd. Adelaide United have a 2-0 lead there at half-time. They'll head into the break with a 2-goal advantage. Greco now here at Croydon. To Nicholas Bailey. Bailey looks up. Plays the pass through. Barkowski's got it. He looked marginally offside. And yes, the linesman's flag has gone up. And the attack breaks down. Lachlan Steed makes his way forward. Plays the ball along the ground. Labasso finds Karkafiris. Yates. Now it's Irabona. They're moving the ball quickly. Irabona again. He might have a crack from here. He does. And it's a decent shot, but dealt with very well by Kalua in the goal for Croydon. Leapt to the air. Palmed it away with his right hand. Made no effort to try and hold it. It was too tricky for that. And Comets a little bit unlucky maybe not to get themselves into, well, not a lead, a draw. It's, they're 2-1 down, so cross comes in, flicked in the middle, goal mouth scramble. Comes out to Ryan Yates, the number 6 on the far side. Takes a touch, looks up, hits it into the middle again, aims for penalty spot. It's Karkafiris with the header, but he got it all wrong and it's gone out for a goal kick. A little bit of excitement, ladies and gentlemen, there. Down in State League 1, we have a goal at Adelaide Blue Eagles. They've gone into a 1-0 lead over Cobras. It's half-time. It's also half-time between Fulham and West Torrens. It's 0-0 there. And Western Strikers have pulled a goal back against Sturt Lions. It's 1-1 there at half-time at Carenia Reserve, where Sturt Lions are hosting their visitors from Western Strikers. Meanwhile, at Playford, Salisbury have gone into a 2-1 lead. It was 1 each there the last time we checked, and Salisbury have scored now to go to a 2-1 lead. They've only played 20 minutes though, long way to go. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're watching the men's RAA NPL match here between Croydon and Adelaide Comets. Croydon currently in a 2-1 lead as Ryan Yates takes a quick free kick, which he'll probably have to retake. Yates now with it. Good free kick, edge of the box. Garrido has a flick. Doesn't really make the contact. Hisamoto comes away with it now for Croydon. It's 2v1. He plays in Jaden Diamantis, who has a clear run at goal, but he's been closed down quickly. He gets to the edge of the box. Diamantis with a fine shot to the far post. Just wide. Just wide, folks. Well, that would have given Croydon a 3-1 lead and would have gone some way to sealing a win here, even though we have half an hour to play. It's difficult to see Comets getting 2 or 3 goals here, so a real golden opportunity for Croydon to get themselves into maybe an unassailable lead. Doesn't matter, he missed it anyway, and Magato will take the goal kick now for Comets. Comets still have it. Mavro Lombardos finds Erabona. Erabona beats his man, he beats Klimek. He's bundled to the ground, but the referee waves play on. It breaks to Labasso at the edge of the box. Back to Erabona. Goes left, goes right. Still has it. Finds Yates. They spread the ball out to the right-hand side. Here's Mavro Lombardos again. He goes back to Yates. And Lachlan Steed is played in. He ventures forth. Goes wide, seems an obvious decision. Nathan Karkafiris with the throw in now for Comets. Erabona flicks it on. Garrido has a stab. It breaks to Erabona and it goes out. It's a corner. Comets have made a substitution as well. Oscar Slattery is on. Number 25 there for Comets. And if I had to be completely honest with you folks, I'm not sure when that substitution happened. Much of it passes me by. Flying solo here, I'm your commentator, David Grant, for this men's RAA NPL match between Croydon and Adelaide Comets. Croydon currently 2-1 up after an Adam Martinello goal right on 45 minutes. And Jaden Labasso pulled one back for Comets on 46 minutes, so a goal either side of the half. And then Luke Klimek on 53 minutes put Croydon into a 2-1 lead with a fine shot to the far post. And that's how we are now, 2-1 for Croydon, who I feel have been marginally better. Although the second half has probably been a bit more even than the first. .25 minutes to go in this men's RAA NPL match here between Croydon and Comets. Comets get us back underway. Here's Lachlan Steed. Goes wide, finds Oscar Slattery. Takes a couple of touches, opts to go back. Karkafiris, little chip into the middle. but it's really too close to the keeper, Tumbika Kalua, who takes it gratefully and goes to ground. He'll be in no rush to get play underway again. Croydon enjoying a slender advantage here. But Comets, just over the last sort of 5-10 minutes, since they went 2-1 down probably, just going through a little period of ascendancy. They've had more of the ball, their passing and movement's been a little bit better, and their confidence is up. Can they convert all of that into goals though? That's the big question, folks. Lachlan Steed had a good game at the heart of that defence for Comets. Seen plenty of the ball. Slattery and Labasso here exchanging passes on the left hand side. Chip comes in at the middle. It doesn't quite come off though. And Luke Clement comes away with it. Tries to play in Bartkowski. Might be a bit far for him. And Nathan Dumu claims a throw for Comets, but it's given the other way, and Diamantis skips over it. It's Clement who'll take the throw. Hits Diamantis. Slattery can't quite get there. Ned Styles, little chip to the far side. Bradshaw Scott runs onto it, collects it. He's facing Zacharakis, but he gets his cross in. He goes to the back post. A very nice header back to the goalkeeper there by Athan Karkafiris. As Comets backline deal with the threat again. Here's Demu. Tries to go along the ground, but it's intercepted by Bradshaw Scott. Hisamoto breaks down for Croydon, and Comets come away with it. Here's Ryan Yates. Looks for Garrido. Croydon wing it. Bartkowski will chase that one, but he won't get there first. And a header by the goalkeeper, Nagato, to clear the danger. Comets come away with it. Here's their number 19, Stelios Zacharakis. On that far side, he finds Irabona. Irabona now looks up, chips it in. Nice cross. It's the penalty spot. Garrido gets his head to it, and he can't quite guide it onto target, and he goes out for a goal kick. George Sonis now makes a couple of changes for Comets. 2 substitutions will be made. Anthony Mavro-Lombardos and Roberto Garrido make way. And Augustus Williams is coming on. And the second change I can't quite make out just yet for you folks, but I will get it to you as soon as I've worked it out. It's Lucas Economopoulos who comes on as well. So Augustus Williams and Lucas Economopoulos have both come on for Anthony Mavro-Lombardos and Roberto Garrido. A double substitution. And their third, because Oscar Slattery came on a bit earlier as well for Comets. Coach George Sonis just trying to mix things up a little bit, I think, as Comets look to try and get something out of this. Comets are 4th in the table prior to this weekend. They were on 32 points. They have Campbelltown above them on 35, Modbury Jets on 38, Metro Stars on 40. And they sit above Adelaide City on 29 points and FK Beograd on 28 points. And that's your top 6 at this stage coming into this weekend. Top 6, of course, start final series the week after next. This is round 21 of 22 in the home and away season. Comets look to try and build. Little trip on Daniel Bradshaw Scott. Croydon win the free kick. Augustus Williams now gets the ball at his feet, finds Irabona. What will he do? He's stopped in his tracks by a fine tackle from Adam Martinello, although Comets win it back. Augustus Williams finds Yates. The ball eventually makes its way over to Oscar Slattery here on this side, comes back into Labasso. He goes to switch the play to Augustus Williams on the far side. Augustus Williams can't quite bring it down, and it goes out. It'll be a Croydon throw in the far side. Just under 20 minutes to go in this men's RAA NPL match here between Croydon and Adelaide Comets. Croydon started the day in 9th. Through the game that they'll be looking to win, just to put a little bit of daylight between themselves and the bottom 2 spots. 2 teams, of course, go down. South Adelaide Panthers already down. They went down a couple of weeks ago. And then second bottom just now, it's Adelaide Olympic. They play each other this weekend. They play each other tonight, actually, at 6 o'clock. It's a late game. Really a must-win for Olympic. South Adelaide playing for pride at this point of the season, having already been relegated a couple of weeks ago. There's Labasso. Goes back to Demu eventually. He plays it forward to Irabona. It's a nice ball by Demu. Irabona receives it. And Lachlan Steed's pass was a little bit short. He's going to be beaten for pace here by Barkowski. Barkowski now for Croydon, the number 9. On the overlaps, Diamantis. Diamantis looks up, chips into the middle. The target was Samoto, but didn't quite get to him. Diamantis makes his way to the edge of the box, and he's fouled. It's a yellow card for Lachlan Steed, but the foul took place just outside the box, and Steed may be a little bit lucky. And Croydon have a free kick. Almost at right angles to the goal. 3 or 4 yards in from the touchline. The byline. Ned Styles over it, as is Jaden Diamantis. One of them will take it. Styles has a left foot. He might swing it in. Diamantis might swing it out. Styles takes it, goes short along the ground. And a fine tackle by Ryan Yates. Just as Martinello was coming in. Diamantis has it, skips through them. He's still got the ball. He's in the penalty box. Klimek takes it. Faces a wall of Comets defenders, and it comes back out to Ned Styles. Styles opts to go along the ground to Greco. Greco switches the play to the far side. It's Bradshaw Scott now. Can't quite get himself into the penalty box. Looks up. Augustus Williams makes sure he's not going any further. Styles has it. Plays it along the ground. Receives it back. Again, it's blocked all off. Irabona comes away with it. Here's Jaden Labasso. Scorer of the goal of the week last week. Still has it at his feet. Martinello might take that title this week after his first half strike in 45 minutes. His overhead goal that put Croydon into a 1-0 lead just before the break. They then conceded just after the restart when Jaden Labasso turned and shot to the far post to make it 1-1, but then just 8 minutes later, Luke Klimek put Croydon into a 2-1 lead with a fine shot at the edge of the 6-yard box to the far post. Croydon have a 2-1 lead, and that's how we got here. Ned Styles is down. Little ankle injury. Referee Daniel Faulkner indicates that he's pausing the clock. Comets were marginal favourites coming into this match. But Croydon have played some nice football. I think through that first half, Croydon were marginally better. The second half has been much more evenly poised. Croydon looking to get a win as they look nervously over their shoulders. Parahills Knights are just behind them on 22 points. Adelaide Olympic on 21 and South Adelaide on 11. They're the three teams that sit below Croydon, who are on 25 points. So the Croydon are 3 points clear of Parahills Knights on 22. And then you've got Olympic and South Adelaide who play each other tonight in the 6 o'clock game. Currently Parahills Knights are playing Campbelltown City. They're in 47 minutes played and it's a 0-0 draw there just now. Just started their second half. At 5 o'clock, Metro Stars take on Adelaide City. A game, if Metro Stars win, they will win that minor premiership. Here's Ryan Yates for Comets now. We're back underway. He's been given acres of space by Croydon, and he's just going to keep moving in. And eventually takes a shot. It's a fine effort. Swirling through the air, but it's collected by Kalua. He dealt with it well, took it to ground. Steed wins a header. Croydon keep the possession. Yates with a... I see what he meant to do there. Distribute it out to the left-hand side with a little bit of spin on it, but it didn't hold up. It's gone out. Thomas Greco will take the throw for Croydon on that far side. Irabona. Fed it to Earthan Karkafiris, but it's gone out now for a goal kick in that Croydon end. There's no rush to take it, of course. 78 minutes gone now, folks. 12 minutes to go of regulation time. Croydon are 2-1 to the good in a game that's really important for them to win. Croydon have made a substitution. Bagheera Mana has come on, number 17. He'll sit in that holding midfield role, that number 6. By the looks of it. And here is Bagheera Mana. Tries to win the header from Irabona and does so. Bailey. Falls to Augustus Williams. But Barkowski emerges with it. Here's Bagheera Mana again. Greco takes over. Plays it out to Nicholas Bailey. Bailey again with the throw on that far side for Croydon. It misses everyone though, and it goes out. A Comets kick. Nathan Demu now comes out with it for Comets from their back third, goes long. Oscar Slattery is the target. Klimek does just enough to put him off, and it ends up with Jaden Diamantis. Diamantis does a 1-2 with Bagheera Mana. Greco emerges with it. Asimoto. Croydon attempting to build through the middle there, but doesn't come off. We've got 10 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. All to play for here. This will be a big win for Croydon if they can get it, if they can hang on. Fourth bottom in the table at the start of this weekend. Bottom two go down, so it's a massive game for them. Giramana now with the ball. Finds Diamantis. Back to Giramana. Greco. Croydon just holding on to possession. Looking very comfortable in the ball. Finding the space. And they've done it well. They've built up on the left-hand side now. Here's Bradshaw Scott. Makes his way into the penalty box. Has a swipe with his right. Doesn't quite come off. Still on his feet. Finds Hisamoto. Turns and shoots. And not far off. And to be honest, I think if that had gone in, it might have been game over for Comets. Just allowing Croydon a little bit of space. A little bit of time in the ball. Maybe too much. And nearly punished for it. Giramana getting plenty of the ball since he's come on as a substitute for Croydon. Comes to Diamantis. He decides to take on Oscar Slattery. Will he get better of him? Yes and no, he did, but he's didn't get very far. Slattery concedes the throw in. Klimek with the throw in this near side. Finds Bartkowski. Doesn't make decent enough clean contact, but still has the ball. Plays it back to Brazil. Goes across to Bailey. Croydon look to switch the play. Here's Greco. Zal with a little chip through. It's Bartkowski, who's come quite deep to receive that. Diamantis, Greco, Giramana. Croydon moving it around nicely. Martinello, the goal scorer. Bradshaw Scott, the far side now. Faces two opponents in Williams and Zacharakis. Williams has it? No, he doesn't. It's a wee bit scrappy in the over there. Comets win the throw. Zacharakis takes it. Aims for Labasso, doesn't quite get there. Giramana has it. Feeds Greco. Chip forward by Brazil. Diamantis has it. He's blocked by Kakafiris. But Croydon win it back again. Here's Greco. Approaches the edge of the box. He's forced out wide. So he comes back to Giramana. Hisamoto now with it. Not sure when Comets last had a period of sustained possession, but here they have the ball now. Coming away with it. Labasso tried to play in Slattery, didn't quite make it. Diamantis has it now. Plays in Klimek. Klimek tries to go the other side of his opponent. Fouls his opponent, and it's a Comets free kick. We've got 5 minutes or so of play left. 5 minutes for Comets to try and get something out of this game. Croydon have looked very comfortable over the last 5 or 10 minutes. Controlling the tempo, controlling the play, using the space well. Here's Hisamoto. Only had one option going forward. It's Bradshaw Scott, and that's who's got the ball now. He plays it back to Hisamoto, who wasn't watching. Hisamoto has it now. Weighs up his options. His only option in the middle is Bartkowski. Comets come away with it. Labasso finds Williams. Williams ventures forward now. Crowded out, but they still have possession. Comets come away with it. Garfiris goes to Slattery. Slattery, edge of the box, and it breaks down, and that's frustrating for them. And Croydon come away with it. Pace has dropped off a little bit in this game. But Diamantis still has it. Skips past Ryan Yates. And a lovely ball out to Bartkowski. Bartkowski now towards the edge of the box. Only has Hisamoto in the middle. Diamantis comes short. End-to-end stuff, folks. Zacharakis finds Urabona. Now it's with Labasso. Goes inside to Yates. He has Demu. Game's been played at a walking pace just now. Lachlan Steed goes wide to Slattery. Chips into the middle. There's only one player there. It was Lucas Economopoulos. But eventually the shot comes in from Stelios Zacharakis, but it's held by Kalua, the goalkeeper. He goes to ground and is in no rush to get play underway again. And up at Playford in State League 1, Playford have scored again. They've equalised. Playford 2, Salisbury United 2. And West Adelaide have gone into a 1-0 lead against Adelaide Vipers. As Bartkowski receives the ball on the right-hand side. Not a lot of options in the middle, so he's not sure what to do with it. He'll probably just go to the corner. Steed will pay attention to him here. The ball is still in play. And eventually goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, so Sturt Lions 1-0 with Western Strikers. Fulham United still 0-0 there with West Torrance. And Adelaide Victory and Cumberland are locked at 1-0. But there's been a goal at Blue Eagles. Blue Eagles have gone into a 2-1 lead there in the 58th minute against Adelaide Cobras. Here in the NPL, obviously 2-1 here between Croydon Kings and Comets. Adelaide United are 2-0 up against FK Beograd. A game Beograd will be wanting to win because they were sitting 6 at the start of the day. And if they want to stay in that top 6, they'll need to win that one. Para Hills Knights and Campbelltown still 0-0 there. And the two later kickoffs will be Metro Stars and Adelaide City at 5. And Adelaide Olympic and SA Panthers. South Adelaide Panthers will round the NPL games out when they play each other at 6 p.m. Not sure why on a Saturday night. Saturday afternoon you'd want to watch anything else, folks. This is it. This is the RAA Men's NPL. The best in the state. As Nathan Dimu collects it for Comets. Ryan Yates now. Turns. Finds Labasso. Score of the goal of the week last week, but it might have been superseded by Martinell's effort in 45 minutes here for Croydon. An overhead kick from the edge of the box from a corner, which gave Croydon a 1-0 lead just on half-time. Labasso then made it level and just as we started the second half before Luke Klimek put Croydon into a 2-1 lead. But here's Augustus Williams on the far side. Doesn't get anywhere with it, and Bagheera Mana comes away with it. Leads it through to Roger Juma. Another substitute who's come on. Slattery now. Juma's come on for Bartkowski by the looks of it. Comets raised the tempo a little bit. It's a little bit faster than it was before, but another pass breaks down on the far side for Comets. As we enter the final few minutes of play here at Regency Park. Throw in taken. Comets still looking to try and get something out of this. Yates, little flick over. Breaks down again though. Bagiramana finds Hisamoto. Diamantis looks for Roger Juma. Doesn't quite get there. Juma's playing as a sole striker, a lone striker just now. Chasing everything, but Comets easily dealing with it just now. Here's Magato in the goal. Plays it out to Lachlan Steed. Yates. Karkafiris. Irabona. Beaten by Bagiramana, who still has the ball for Croydon. Greco now. Little chip over the top. Bradshaw Scott on the far side. Again, doesn't have a lot of options in the middle. Diamantis has made his way in there. The ball goes out and it's a corner kick, as indicated by the referee Daniel Faulkner. And the 90 minutes are up, folks. We're into additional time. There might be a little bit of that. We've had a couple of goals in this second half and the odd injury, so there might be 3 or 4 minutes added on here. But to be honest, Comets haven't looked like a scoring side this afternoon, and it'd be hard to see them getting something out of this as the corner's just taken short. Croydon obviously keen just to play this game out, settle for the 2-1 lead, 2-1 win. Here come Comets again. Oscar Slattery on the left-hand side now. Opts to go inside. Karkafiris finds Irabona. Croydon still have it. Little chip forward by Klimek. It'll stay in. Steed has it. Goes inside to Dimu. Zacharakis goes out to Augustus Williams on the far right. He skips his way to the byline. Will they get there and get the cross in? It's gone out according to the linesperson on the far side. And Adam Martinell just taking his time a little bit there. Received a bit of a warning from the referee for that. No booking, but the referee's keen that the Croydon get the game underway. Keeps indicating to them to get play underway. Kalua eventually takes the goal kick. It goes long. It's won by Karkafiris, unchallenged. Yates, little chip over the top for Augustus Williams to taste. He'll get there. He faces Bailey, and it's gone out again. And it'll be another goal kick for Croydon, who will be in no rush to take this. And in fact, the cheer goes up. That's it. It's full time. It's finished. Croydon 2, Adelaide Comets 1, and a massive win for Croydon, who are looking to chase and track 6th spot in FK Beograd. So this win was important because it needed to put a little bit of daylight between themselves and the bottom 2. I haven't got an updated table just yet, so I can't tell you if that means that they're safe or not. But FK Beograd have just conceded again. They're 3-0 down against Adelaide United over at Service FM in the other game that's been played concurrently. Which means, depending on goal difference, Croydon still have a chance of getting into a top 6 in a finals berth. It'll all come down to how the goal difference works out. In the other game just now, Para Hills Knights are drawing 0-0 with Campbelltown. No goals there. And a quick run through the State League scores. Blue Eagles are 3-1 up against Cobras. Victory are 1-1 with Cumberland. Fulham are 1-0 down against West Torrance. Sturt Lions and Western Strikers are at 1-0. Vipers are 1-0 down against West Adelaide. And Playford are currently drawing 2-0 against Salisbury United. You've been watching the men's RA NPL match here at Regency Park between Croydon FC and Adelaide Comets. And it's finished 2-1. We had a goal right on half-time from Adam Martinello for Croydon to put them into a 1-0 lead. Just after the restart, Jane Labasso pulled one back for Comets to make it 1-1 in 46 minutes. And then in the 53rd minute, Croydon's skipper Luke Klimek hit his shot to the far post. A fine effort, great accuracy to the far post to beat the goalkeeper and give Croydon a 2-1 lead, which they have carried here through to the 90th minute. And it has finished Croydon FC 2, Adelaide Comets 1. I've been your host, David Grant, and I've thoroughly enjoyed every minute of this. Thanks for having me. I'll see you guys around, maybe next week, for some more football action. Adios, all.